Hey folks, Mike Dawkins from Worldcast Anglers here with your Jackson Hole fly fishing forecast for the first weekend in August, August 6th and 7th. It's a beautiful, cloudy, rainy, overcast day here in Teton Valley in the greater Jackson Hole area. Earlier this week, we had a torrential rainstorm that sort of freshened everything up. We even saw some areas of the South Fork go off color for a little bit from some banks eroding. Pine Creek Pass had like 1.5 inches of rain. Alta had almost to 1/2 inch. So we're starting to see those first sort of waves of our summer monsoonal moisture coming in. We're going to see more of that coming into this weekend, especially Saturday and Sunday, where we're barely going to break 70 degrees here in the Victor area. So looking into fly fishing opportunities for this weekend, we've got Jackson Lake at 40% of capacity. We've got Palisades Reservoir 51% of capacity. Our reservoirs and our lakes are holding pretty strong. If we get some more of this monsoonal moisture, it's going to let us hold on even better and put us in a better water situation moving forward into fall and next year. Saturday, thunderstorms, rain, high of 70, low of 52. Sunday, thunderstorms again, high of 69, low of 47. So while we're cheering on this overcast weather that we're getting, some rain, some drizzle, the raincoats, the oppressive heat being, relieved for a little bit, you need to be careful with the thunderstorms. In the greater Jackson Hole area, there was a hiker that was struck by lightning that passed away. So, if you start seeing lightning or thunderstorms are coming up on the horizon, there's no worse place to be than standing in the middle of a river or in the middle of a drift boat waving around a big graphite lightning rod. So be precautious, be smart, have your wits about you so that you can go fishing, in the next, weeks and summers and seasons ahead. This week, for our Fly Shop Happy Hour, we've got 25% off of all of our packs, 25% off all of our nets, and 25% off all of our boat accessories. That comes with dollar tall boys. It also comes with buy a dozen, get a dozen half off, flies, and it also comes with our sail rack being 60% off. So definitely check those out. The South Fork of the Snake, we've got 10,500 CFS being discharged from Palisades Dam, 10,400 CFS there on the lower river. We've seen some supplemental decreases in flow coming out of Palisades Reservoir on the South Fork of the Snake. They haven't been that much. It's probably been a net 2,000, 3,000 CFS over the past couple weeks, which is fine. All fishing conditions are really good right now on the South Fork of the Snake, and the name of the game are the Mutant Stones. So if you like getting up early, you like being on the water early, and you like twitch and foam, now is your time. Dawn patrol missions, skating water walkers, Chernobyl bugs, chubby Chernobyls, any of that kind of stuff, until about noon, 1 o'clock has been really good. We're seeing some good PMD and caddis fishing on riffles, slower, sluier banks, recirculating eddies and things like that. And the streamer fishing, I'm guessing it's going to be pretty darn good with the overcast and the clouds that we're going to have coming in this weekend. So get your streamer rods, your sink tips, and your full sinking lines ready to go. The Snake in Jackson, 2,000 CFS coming out of Jackson Lake Dam, 3,960 CFS there on the lower river. The Park Service issued its warning that we're starting to see some water temperatures, right there at the Moose gauge start to creep above the 68-degree mark. So with that being said, we haven't seen those temperatures as aggressively the past couple days, especially with this cloud cover and a little bit of rain and some cooler temperatures. I would forecast that to sort of stay the same, but have your temperature, have your thermometer out, be aware of your temperatures, be on the water early, get off the water early if it's going to be sunny, bright, and warm in the high 80s. It's that time of year going into those dark days of summer. The Snake top to bottom is still fishing really well. Foam flies, water walkers, Chernobyl bugs, chubby Chernobyls, Casey's creatures, G's superflies, all of those paired with Duracells, tungsten tactical jigs, bullet quills, Perdigons, Spanish bullets, any of that stuff has been really good. They're starting to see some mutant stones on the Snake as well, so those dawn patrol missions, from first light until about 1 o'clock has been really good with the foam bugs and twitching around the foam. The Teton here in the valley, 277 CFS. up here in Driggs, 550 CFS there on the lower river. With that rain, we saw a little bump in the Teton like we did on the South Fork of the Snake, but not much. The Teton is steady Eddy. It's super clear. Water temperatures are still in a good place, especially with this cloud cover and rain and everything that we're getting. We were sort of starting to creep up into some sort of those dangerous marks. But look for PMD fishing, caddis, and terrestrials up here on the upper river. The lower river is definitely an early morning program into, you know, that midday 1 p.m. Dry droppers, streamers, some PMDs, and some caddis mixed in there as well. But with this upcoming weather this weekend, the Teton could be sort of one of those sleepers. Maybe some of the rain and the nasty weather will prevent some of the general recreational users from being out there. But you know, anything is going to be good than the high bright sun and 90-degree days. The Henry's Fork, 900 CFS coming out of the box, 1,940 CFS there on the lower river. You know, the Henry's Fork, the upper river, it's come down, you know, 600 CFS since our last report, and that is going to be a good thing, especially for fishing in the box and especially for fishing on the ranch. Those higher flows around 1,500 CFS just made things pretty difficult. The Box Canyon, I would expect it to fish really well now after some challenging times at those high flows. Dry dropper rigs with golden stones or some big green drake parachutes or something like that, paired with your tungsten, you know, jig-styled flies are going to be really good. The ranch, I would be on the lookout for some leftover flabs, PMDs, a lot of rusty spinners usually in the morning time, and then PMDs and caddis in the afternoon. I would start throwing in some ants, some beetles, and some hoppers in your fly boxes too if you're heading to the ranch. The lower river has definitely been a morning game. Cooler water temperatures during those morning periods, terrestrials, some leftover golden stones, PMD spinners, but not a whole lot to report from down there. Flat Creek is now open over in the Jackson area, so that opens up a little bit more of our head hunting, small dry fly fishing opportunities that anyone that likes those technical fishing opportunities are going to be jumping up and down in celebration. First reports were coming back that fishing was pretty good, but this cloud cover and things like that, I think the fishing is going to be even better. Look for hoppers, terrestrials, ants, beetles, PMDs, rusty spinners, maybe a calibatus here and there. Any of your technical CDC patterns, low profile, light tippets, long leaders, everything like that is the key to maybe having some success on Flat Creek. Pretty similar to the Upper Teton, very similar to the ranch, very similar to Silver Creek. It's a select breed of folks that like, you know, sort of that head hunting game, and Flat Creek is a great place to be during the summer period to be doing that. So once again on Friday for this coming week, our Fly Shop happy hour deals are 25% off boat accessories, nets, packs, and bags. We have the buy dozen, get a dozen free flies. We also have dollar tall boys, and our sale rack is 60% off. So be safe out there this weekend, especially with the thunderstorms and the lightning. Have a great weekend on the water. Stop in if you need anything here at the Fly Shop. We're here to help everyone, you know, in the local area, whether you're visiting, you're a tourist, or you're a local, everyone is welcome here. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you here next week.